The truth occurs.
Hi everyone, Sonia here. I hardly post videos anymore. Why don't I post more videos? I had this record when I was a kid and it had all these little songs on it to teach you how to behave. And there was this one song that was like, if you don't have anything nice to say, say nothing. And you know, the fact is, these days when I look through a news feed or whatever, I mean, I look at stuff about politics and the truth is, I just feel like, who gives a shit? The stuff never ends. It goes in circles. It's all the same. I had to leave the bathroom because I yelled so loud there was an echo. Who gives a shit? A crap, excuse me. I've been on YouTube for 9 years, and here's one thing that I noticed. Year in and year out is just political gossip. Nothing really changes about the system. Nothing fundamentally changes. And most of the stuff that people banter about is just gossip and really nothing more. If I saw something that was really major, that I thought, this is a big turning point, this is something people need to know, I would talk about it. But most of the time it's like, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that, Trump said this, Melania wore this, Melania wore that, this coat, whatever. It's like, who cares? It's just gossip. And what else? Today I hear you can refuse to hire people or whatever if they're gay. You know how much headline it just turns out to be bullshit? You know how much time I can spend investigating? Oh, really? Probably the headline is bullshit. Probably the article's bullshit. Trump, it doesn't matter what he says because all states have different laws. And why even like publicize this? It just puts so much negativity out there. Because then so many people are going to be like, oh, you know, now we can discriminate more. There are some people are going to be like, yeah, serves them right. They're gay and, you know, you should be able to discriminate. And it's like, who cares? So negative. So sick of it all, you know? Like, it's just bullshit. And as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, oh, there's probably a lot of people out there who are like, yes, gay people are bad. They don't deserve to have jobs. You know what? I don't feel that way. I don't think it has anything to do with your job. Well, I'm not gay, but you know, maybe somebody would disagree with something else about me or how I live my life or what I'm like or whatever. Maybe they think I don't deserve a job. You know, like what consenting adults do between themselves is like, what's that got to do with whether you give them a job or not? Oh my God. You know what? And as I'm saying this, I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of people in my audience that are like hardcore, like really bigots. You know what, bigots? Get out. Get out! I don't want you here! Bigots, actually you can stay if you want. You can leave your stupid bigoted comments and you know what? I just don't care. What do I care for anyway? I can't stand it. You know what? The viewers themselves have censored me more over the years than YouTube even. Yes, YouTube demonetizes everything and makes me disappear into the shadows. But they don't come out and write to me and say like, I'm a bigot and this is how I feel and this is how you should feel because you should be a fucking bigot too. And I'm not a bigot. And it makes me sick seeing bigotry in the comments. I feel like people could just go get stuffed. I'm tired of being nice about it. I'm tired of having to act like a lady all the time. I'm sick and tired of it. In my audience, you know what, if you're out there and you're a bigot and you think in black and white and it's like, you know, you have to be a bigot like this, or you're like a special snowflake, or, you know, you've been brainwashed that like any signs of empathy means you're like a social justice warrior because you give a shit. That makes you a social justice warrior. So ever caring about anyone else and anyone's cause, now this is like a problem. You know, because guess what? Because I still care. I care about people. I care about how people feel. Because we're all human. And last time I checked, I was still a Christian. Even if I said a couple bad words here, I'm still a Christian. And God said we should love one another. So you know how sick it makes me to see people hating on each other all the time? And it's like, you know what? If Jesus was here and there was gay people, you think he'd be like pointing the finger at them and being like, you assholes, you don't deserve a job. You don't deserve God's love. It's not true. He wouldn't be like that. He didn't condemn anybody. And he said, you shouldn't be condemning anybody either. And you know what happens? Once somebody receives God in their heart and like receives the Holy Spirit, any kind of changes that happen in that person, it's between them and God. And you're not supposed to be condemning people. That was never your job. I just can't stand to see so much condemnation and negativity all the time. It makes me sick. It's like to the point I don't even want to look anymore. You're all sick. I mean, not everyone. I know there's people in my audience that they're good people and stuff, but there's a lot of sick people out there putting just so much negativity out. Look at me, I'm crying on camera. Whatever. I don't even give a shit anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I can't even be myself anymore. I can't even care anymore. Because if you care too much about something, it's like, now there's something wrong with you. It used to be that caring was a good thing. Like when I started out, we were truthers. And back then, it was a lot different. Like if you cared about people and you cared about the oppressed, that was a good thing. Remember Occupy? That was us, the truthers. That was us. We were totally involved in that. That was about social justice. Ah, the buzzword. I said it. And now it's like it's a bad thing to care. The more you hate, the better. Like everything is turned completely upside down. It's like, who wants to be out there? You know what? I feel like YouTube is so screwed. And all I ever cared about was to be able to express what really mattered to me and to put some humor out there. And those were the things. It was like this big foot came down and squashed it. Stop being funny and stop saying bad words and stop caring. And you know what? That's me. I care. I'm funny. Sometimes I say bad words. That's the me. That's authentic me. It's like the whole world's like, you can't be that way. You can't love God and say the F word. I know it's hard to understand, but you know, you can love God and still be rough around the edges. And it's me. I'm rough around the edges. That's me. I'm not like a little dainty lady, and it kills me to try to be like that. To stifle myself and to try to figure out what people want. Like that's the female existence. That's what it's like to be a woman. You have to care all the time about how other people are going to see you and perceive you, and you have to stifle yourself. And don't say shit. Don't say the F word. You know, not like it's a huge part of my life, but I don't like somebody telling me like you can't ever say that. Ever. Like stifle yourself. And I never lived like that. I just was myself. And then I don't know, lately it's like the truth movement and all that, like when I came into the scene, it was like it really resonated with me. It was people like me, people who cared and who were outspoken, who were just themselves, and there was humor in it, and it totally changed. I feel like it can all get stuffed. It's what they call the truth movement now. It's not the movement I came into. It's totally opposite. And my channel name is The Truther Girls. Like I'm stuck with it. I don't post a lot because the whole thing is depressing. I feel like I can't be myself. Well, you know what? I'm just going to be myself, and I'm going to tell you what I really think. I think the truth movement is completely upside down. And like nobody wants anybody to be who they really are. Be yourself. Oh, not like that. That's it. That's what it's like on YouTube. And what YouTube doesn't censor, the audience censors. And I said it. I said the M word, menopause. I'm going through menopause, and you know what? That's like where I draw the line, because now my hormones are all screwed up and I can't be a lady anymore, and that's how it is. And if I'm going to be here, I'm going to have to be myself. That's it. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.